Having trouble with your garage door? Problem solved. Call Direct Service Overhead Garage Door Company. We're your go-to team for garage door repair, new garage doors, openers, and more. We offer same-day service. We're always ready when you need us. Best of all, you can book your appointment online or talk to a live operator 24/7. No machines, no waiting. So whether it's a broken spring or a brand new garage door, trust the local experts at Direct Service Garage Doors. Call us today or visit directserviceoverhead.com.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome. It is Wednesday night, 6:30 Wednesday night. As we thought we might push this one back, but we were able to get this bad boy together. Travis Ford from Direct Service Overhead alongside Artie cracking open the brew or the Michelob Ultras.
Yeah, it's not beer. Have you watched Landman? It's not beer.
It's not beer.
I quit
Landman's
drinking.
a great show,
Dude,
man.
yes.
It's so good.
He's on I quit drinking. Drink these now.
That is very fair. Very fair. I haven't had it. The last time I had one was at your old house.
Seriously, that was like a year ago.
No, that wasn't a year ago.
Dude, I've lived here for like 6 months.
Oh, whatever. You fibber. Or either that or time has passed. I don't know. All right. Hey, welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. Make sure you like, share, because sharing is what? Sharing is caring. Subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell, all that fun stuff.
Everybody got jokes. They say, oh, who's the new guy? Like multiple people.
Get him, chat. Get him. Ty being late. What do you mean late? I wasn't late. We were live at like 6:30, man, or right at 6:31. It's usually 6:30-ish. Okay.
He has been here since 6, though.
Huh?
He has been here since 6. He made a comment way at 6:18.
Oh, well, he probably popped in and popped out.
Maybe you're early.
Man, let me come drink with y'all. Says, the Dairyland or I don't know what that is. I'm just going to call you 5783. How about that?
Juryland.
Juryland.
DJ Ryland. How about that?
Oh, DJ Ryland. I see it now. Maybe if I open up my eyes. Who's the new guy?
I told you, bro.
Oh, yeah. Well,
okay, guys, I ain't gonna lie. I've been enclosing my carport, and I get kind of obsessive on stuff. See? Who's the special guest?
Oh, man. Yeah. So, yeah, you've been keeping busy, man. I've seen you send us the pictures.
My pool looks sick, though.
Yeah?
Yeah, it looks cool. I got to send you on that one.
Yeah, you need to. The last time I saw it was just like a hole in the dirt there. Yeah, you have to send us an updated picture. You're doing a lot of work over there. All right, everybody. Again, like, share, subscribe. Check out Patreon. Link will be provided for you. Hopefully, if I've got a mod in chat, they'll share it.
I've been doing work. You know who's doing work? Silverfield's doing work, son.
Yeah, he's doing a little bit of work. But we got to start here. Huge portal target. That's right. Mr. Carius Kern.
Boom. Shout out Switz for bringing that guy in.
Well, he has. I mean,
we don't know any chances. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I think I appreciate this man tampering as much as he can because he don't got no rules to follow. He ain't a coach.
Well, I mean, technically anybody. That's why we call them proxies. Proxies is like, schools have used them. It's just anybody, part of the program, but not a part of the program. Wink, wink. Where you can kind of reach out and talk to people. I mean, I don't know how common. I've heard they're pretty common. I'm not saying that's what's going on with Carius Kern. So Carius Kern, for anyone who's like, okay, wait, who are we talking about here? We're talking about the 6'5", 320-pound
former 5-star, bro.
Number one player in the state of Arkansas, part of the 2025 class. Was committed to Arkansas for like a minute, if I remember right. He decommitted. So he committed in February. I remember this now. It was quick. He committed February 7th, 2024, and then he turned around and decommitted March 25th. And then went on an official visit. And I remember this because what I had heard at the time was Arkansas was not backing off of his recruitment. Now, we've heard this about several other players that they've lost, whether it be in-state or whatever, but Pittman's staff was not letting off of Kern. They felt like they had a good shot. June 7th, I couldn't remember if he actually visited or not, but 247 says he did visit June 7th. And then he went on an official visit to LSU June 14th, 2024.
One damn dancing video with Brian Kelly, and all of a sudden he's out of here, you know?
Was he in one of those?
I hope he was, because those are funny, bro.
God.
It was the craziest thing, bro. Right. Like, that idea is cool until he's doing the disco fever behind 18-year-olds.
He's better off doing the Trump dance or something.
The dude literally did this in one of them. Like, oh my God, bro.
Well, he's better off doing one of these.
Yeah.
You know, like, come on, dude.
Todd, I don't know if you're right. Todd Cooper says the word is that Silverfield was the first to offer him at Memphis.
He was.
Huh.
His very first offer came from Memphis.
You know what I do like about Silverfield is he is not scared to go after 5 stars. It's like Sam was like, oh, he's a 5-star, buddy. We better not even call him.
I don't know what I mean? I don't think it was that. I think, and this is the thing that fans kind of miss out on some of this. It's more so, how interested are you in an Arkansas offer? Oh, not at all. Okay, I'll just screw right off.
I'll go myself.
Yeah, I mean, that's really, like, people think like, well, why don't we offer more? I get this. This used to be one of my most frequently asked questions when I first started doing this. Why do we not offer more 5 stars? Of course, all that was, some of that was during the Chad Morris era, where we were offering really highly rated players and getting them. But and I really didn't have an answer at the time. And again, you're talking like 2018, 2019. And then I got to know some folks, kind of got the hood popped on, or I guess I got to see behind the screen, kind of how the hamburger's made and how the hot dogs are made. And I'll tell you, there are just players who give 2 flying shits about certain schools and they're not interested. Now, that was pre-NIL. Now you're in the NIL era, and it's, that's changed the entire conversation when it comes to recruiting, because, I mean, it's so much, you don't have to keep as much under the rug. You know what I mean? Like, of course, money has always been a part of recruiting to some extent. Watch Pony Express and think about when that was going on. All right.
Watch the Ed Orgeron interview.
Oh my God.
That was crazy.
Talking about going in.
He said, they said, what's the difference in NIL now? He goes, we used to bring the money in the back door. Now we just bring it in the front door.
We just go to the front door. Yeah.
It's funny, man.
So it's funny, some of the stories I've heard. And again, when I'm never going to mention media names, people, stuff that I've heard, but it is wild. And it did happen. You name a school, something was going on. Some were just more liberal with it. Ole Miss just didn't care. I mean, it was so just obvious. Ole Miss was they, you think about the player like Treadwell, who had no connection to Ole Miss whatsoever, big time 5-star player. And he's going on an official visit to Ole Miss. Or actually, I don't even know if he took an official visit, but he committed to Ole Miss, and it was like, what the hell? And and then you heard all the stuff about Tennessee and their McDonald's bags. Like, I mean, this stuff was going on. It's just so much more out in the open. So
Saban quit.
Well,
secret's out, bro.
Yeah, now everybody can do it, and it's like it's mostly legal, and the NCAA has basically not done anything about the tampering, which is still going on.
Tampering is terrible.
It's really bad, and it's happened to Arkansas, and I think Arkansas probably did some of their own. Good. Anyways, not saying that this is the case. Okay, I'm not talking about.
I hope it is.
About Silverfield. Kern. So again, Kern was the number 1 recruit out of Arkansas in 2025. He was one of those like, damn man, we're losing another one out of state, and it was Brad Davis at Ole Miss or at LSU, excuse me, who took him from Arkansas. Ran a 4.8 out of high school,
which is crazy because Brad Davis worked here for a little bit.
Well, I mean,
like an hour.
Like, whatever, right? Like, who cares? Like, I'm going to go get that guy. You know, it's his job. And he went and did it. And he got a hell of a player who actually played. We're going to get into some of his numbers here in just a second. But he ran a 4.8 out of high school at 6'5", 320 pounds.
Damn.
Brother, that's moving. I mean, I know we hear 4.8, we think, well, that's slow as hell. That's what Tom Brady ran in, you know, when he was in the combine or whatever. Of course, that was probably
that's a lot of velocity, dude. For
a man that size to move like that. And yeah, his first offer reportedly came from Memphis, March 13th. So this is of course, I think the obvious thing here to say is, Arkansas is obviously going to go after him. And it's kind of like what you said. Silverfield is going to, if he thinks he's got a shot at a guy, he's probably going to go after him hardcore. Now, remember, he's only planning to enter the portal. Technically, nobody is really in the portal. January 2nd is when they can, then that's when everything starts. And it's going to be a mad dash to get all the top prospects. And you're going to hear, just like we have the last several years, as someone who has covered this as much as I have, you're going to see guys commit to schools where they've never even visited. It's going to happen. And we're always looking for those. We're always looking for like the connections, oh, well, Silverfield recruited him or Roberts recruited this guy. And that means something, but it doesn't quite mean what it used to. It is going to be about the money. It's going to be about NIL. It's going to be about, okay, cool. Yeah, I know you, coach. You recruited me. That's a good way to get into the door, or a good way to respond to a text or whatever that'll help you with that player. But at the end of the day, it is going to be about the NIL package. And this is where you're going to hear us repeat this over and over again about how important the money is. Of course, we all know that. But I wouldn't say that he's a for sure lock to come back to Arkansas. But I think your chances are pretty good here, Travis. Arkansas getting him back. I think
so. He's as much as what is he from? Marion? Where is he from? I saw Marion. I thought I read it earlier.
Yeah. He's from he's from Marion High School.
As much as that is Arkansas, kind of barely, Yeah. It's just right outside of Germantown and West Memphis and all that.
Yeah. Yes. It's
He's like barely in Arkansas, but anyway.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Pull it up on the Google.
I know, right? I had a buddy who's from Marion a long time ago, but I just can't. I remember it's right down there by Tennessee.
Yeah, it's close. It's close to the.
I nailed it. West Memphis. I'm the goat.
Yeah, it's just north of West Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I knew it was over there. I just couldn't pinpoint.
So as much as that could be Arkansas, like he's an Arkansas guy. You know what I mean? Which is, I'll take that. We definitely have that going.
He did play last year. I have his PFF numbers up on the screen. If you guys are curious, I'm going to tell you his grades are pretty shit. Now, here's what happened. They were moving him around. He played the first 3 games. How many games did he play in? 7, 8. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He played the first. So Louisiana Tech, Southeast Louisiana, and Ole Miss, he played right tackle. Where ironically against Ole Miss, he balled out. He had an 80.3 pass block grade. I mean, this is a true freshman against Ole Miss when Lane Kiffin was still there, and gave up just 1 hit and no pressures, no sacks. That was off 62 snaps at right tackle. Now that's it's the right tackle spot. The pressure spot is left tackle. They were so impressed with his pass blocking. All of his grades are 73. At pass blocking, no hits, no hurries in game 1, no hits, no hurries in game 2. Crap opponents, I get it. And then game 3 against Ole Miss, he gives up 1 hit. No, now I don't know how you give up a hit and not a hurry. Someone's gonna have to explain that to me. How do you give up a hit but it not be a hurry? Is that because the quarterback maybe scrambled into it? I don't know. Someone's who knows the PFF vernacular better than I do. I don't understand how it's not a hurry. But anyways, first 3 games, he grades out an average of like 79. For a true freshman right tackle to have that kind of game against an SEC opponent, it's pretty special. Okay. Then against week 9 against A&M, they move Kern to left tackle. And this was his second SEC start. 54 snaps. He gives up a sack and 2 hurries. He grades out at 19.4. Now, that we're not going to go deep into the grading. I would take that with a grain of salt. Usually I think for that to be that bad, that means that he probably gave up a hurry on some third downs. He gave up a sack probably on maybe a third down scenario. And
I forgot they changed their ratings based on the down and stuff.
Well, I it's like they've kind of, and they did this with stops too on defense. So some of the stuff you have to kind of like, okay, what does this really mean? But then against Alabama, the following week, he plays 59 snaps. He grades out at 82.3. Now, he did give up a sack in a hurry, but that's off of 40 pass block attempts against Alabama. Okay, then against Arkansas, he really shits the bed. He has his worst game of the season, ironically.
That's weird.
18.6, where he gives up a sack and 2 hurries.
It's because our defense is crazy, bro.
They're so good, man. That defense was so good. And then Western Kentucky.
I can't believe he started as a true freshman.
At LSU, that's saying something. And we know that LSU had some offensive line issues. They had all kinds of problems on offense, and it ultimately cost, Mr. My Family, cost him his job. God, that guy's a jackass. Western Kentucky, the following week, he does really good. No sacks given up, and then 1 hurry. So in his 7 games that he played, and again, he started in 5 of them. He came in later against Louisiana Tech in Southeast Louisiana, and he played, Louisiana Tech, by the way, he only played 1 snap, so just FYI. But then Southeast Louisiana, he gets 26 snaps. And then Ole Miss, he gets a full game. He gets 62 snaps. He still grades out really well. So the whole year, he gave up 7 hurries, 1 hit, 3 sacks. That's playing 2 different positions. I don't know. Something tells me you need a right tackle here, and Kern could probably fill that spot in perfectly. I think most likely his natural position is maybe right tackle. Who knows? Once you get a guy here, and
he's going to be important being the KJ's a lefty.
Yeah, that's true. That's astute, my friend. That's a very good point. I hadn't actually even thought of that. That's a very good point. Yeah, you're going to want to hammer down that right tackle spot. So, as a true freshman, obviously LSU thought highly enough of him to start him and to let him get some snaps. He ended up playing 304 or 305 total snaps. And 198 pass block snaps, 106 run block. His run blocking looks pretty solidified here. I mean, he grades kind of a couple of games in the 50s, and he's in the high 60s. So, and he ends up with a 63.6 run block grade and a 58.1 pass block grade. So, Carius Kern would be huge to get out of the portal. This is a guy who, as a freshman, has those SEC snaps. You need tackles I don't know. You need them pretty damn bad. And Curran would be a fantastic start to this. So
Matthew Anderson just said Memphis did offer Curran March 13th of 23.
Yeah.
Silverfield's on it, man. That's and I'm not even talking about here. Just it seems like he gets in really early with recruits. He was Quincy Rhodes' first offer too. You know what I mean?
Who was?
Memphis.
Well, Memphis was Rhodes' first offer?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yep. The second guy I've heard he got in quick on. I'm like, that's interesting. That dude lived in Arkansas for recruiting. Holy crap.
Yeah, he came
here in Arkansas a lot. So
I knew that. I knew he had offered Rhodes. I didn't know it was his first offer.
Yeah, he said it in a couple interviews.
Okay.
Yep.
There's so many damn interviews.
It's pretty much just a replay of it with like new details scattered in.
Okay.
Like he did one with Courtney. He did one with the new guy who works with Otis.
Oh, yeah.
He did one on Hogs Plus. He's done a bunch of them.
And you're right. I mentioned earlier that Memphis was Kern's first offer. Yeah, it was 2023. My bad. I didn't mention the year. For whatever reason, you
guys were talking about Kern last week too. It was either last week or the other day.
Yeah, it was. No, we couldn't remember his name.
I'm in the car and I'm going, it's Kern. It's Carius Kern.
Yeah. Well, you should have been on the damn show. Just saying, you should have been here. It was a good job. It's a good job.
Shout out to the new member, Matthew Anderson.
New member. was going to see if I could put that on screen here. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. What's up, Matthew Anderson? I appreciate that. Patreon is where I like to guide people, but it's all about some memberships. Hell yeah. 247, he says. Yeah, 247 Sports. It's on there. I saw it. KJ Jackson is left-handed, so to your point, Travis, KJ Jackson is left-handed, so right tackle more important. That's it. 100%.
Nailed
Cooper. It. You and Todd Cooper, great minds think alike. Yeah.
He probably even said it first.
Oh, he might have.
I'm just sitting here staring at my cans, and I was like, "Oh, he's a lefty."
Well,
the blind side changes.
The portal. At the end of the day, it's you want
to talk about making or breaking Arkansas, bro. The portal is going to make or break this class, and probably next year. It's going to be important.
I wish I could get a good number on how many they actually end up going after out of the portal. I really don't know. I don't know I have no idea. And it certainly looks to me like they clearly want to get into Florida, Alabama, South Georgia, all that. I'm sure they're still going to recruit Texas. You'd be crazy not to here. All the hypothetical dollars, boy, you better put them to work. You better put them to work, damn it. There better be some money there. And, either Ron Roberts is most likely John Chavis 2.0. Oh, wow. Okay.
I was actually going to look up Ron Roberts' numbers from last year. As soon as I seen that.
Didn't Chavis get a pretty fat check from Arkansas?
Chavis made bank for doing jack shit.
Well, it was at the time, it was crazy, right? Wasn't it like, I wish I could remember. I want to say it was like 1.5, which at the time was insane for a coordinator, but it still wasn't even.
You know what I will say though? This guy, Ron Roberts, invented the defense that he's dealing with. The creeper defense. I don't know a ton about it yet, but I know this guy is the creator of this defense. I'm looking up Chavis' salary. He made 1.4 to 1.5.
Chavis did?
Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
In 2019, he was making bank, and our defense sucked.
Yeah. It was so terrible. It was like everybody had checked out, and it was so weird.
It was bend and break defense.
Yeah.
It was tough, man.
And I was all in, man. When they got him here.
So fired up when they hired him. I was like, oh my God, this guy was a legend at LSU.
Yeah.
And he came here and we sucked.
And I think it was my dad. I think it was good old Arky 56 who said that no, Ty. He always says it like that. Even when I was like 5 years old. Now, Ty, you can stop watching Star Wars now, Ty. You gotta do homework. He said this.
Talk to girls.
Yeah. What are you hiding under your bed there, Ty? When we hired Chavis, I swear on a phone call, he said something like, "Yeah, looking at Texas A&M, Ty. He didn't do very good. I kind of wonder if he's checking out." And I was like, "What? No way, Dad. Chavis is going to be awesome. This is Chief. They're going to kill it."
The talent gap, I think, it exposed him.
It was, he'd never had to work with.
You know what? Travis Williams made less.
Yeah, it was like
he made 1.1 in 2023 and 1.25 in 2025.
Mm-hmm.
He never even touched what Chief did, and his defenses were better than Chief's. Maybe he was cheaper.
So speaking of all this, speaking about all the stuff, we're going to get into the coaching. You guys are asking us what our thoughts are on the coaching grade. Again, make sure you guys please like the show, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell, but ask questions, fire away. We could do a call in. Again, remember, we keep these shows at 90 minutes. So we might do a call in here in a little bit. If you guys want to call in, we do have a post live comment question, and it's about, well, I want you to tell me Boogie what to expect out of Boogie versus Houston, because Boogie. I keep saying Boogie. Brazil.
I was like, what is Florida playing them? What happened?
No. Yeah. Brazil. I'm so sorry. I'm doing like three things at once. I got caught on because the topic of that part of that segment is Boogeyman Brazil, and I got caught on Boogie. But tell me what you expect out of Brazil versus Houston, and that's after the show, and you get 3,000 XP in Discord. I will say these are starting to go to the wayside. If we don't get more people involved in these, I'm probably going to stop doing them. So we need, if you want to keep getting the XP that way, you got to answer this post live chat questions. Otherwise, my mods know this better than anybody. I will stop doing it and I'll delete it and we'll move on and do something different. So tell me what you think Brazil does against Houston. So yeah, Kern in the portal. Hopefully Arkansas gets him. It sounds like Arkansas is going to likely be expected to be in the lead, but you never know. And it's going to test your dollar bill. It's going to test the statements that these coaches that Silverfield has said and what Hunter Yurchek has said. They're going to be tested. And boy, wouldn't it be great to start off with getting someone like Kern back to Arkansas, get him back to his home state and get him playing for the University of Arkansas, where he should have been from the damn get-go. No, yeah. I don't blame him. I don't blame him
either. From what I've heard about behind the scenes, about just how which is something different than I had heard previously, but from like the way Switzer's going off on Twitter and stuff like that, it's like it wasn't awesome.
It never is. Again, when you find out how the sausage is made, you start to realize. And then there's also it may not have been as great as we thought. Listen, man, my favorite head coach of all time at Arkansas, no matter the sport, is Houston Dale Nutt. Okay, and I have heard stuff that kind of went on behind the scenes. Of course, how he handled the Springdale 5 situation with Mitch Mustaine and those guys. Like, it was not pretty, okay? I got news for you, though. That happens everywhere, okay? There isn't a school where they haven't had some inside bullshit going on. All right, let's move on to this next part. Is Arkansas in trouble? Are they in trouble of getting kicked out of the SEC? Is this a legit problem? And I know the fan inside of us, the fanatic, says, no, we are Arkansas. Nobody will touch us. We are the GOATs in our own minds. We will never be kicked out of here. Well, then this happened.
Arkansas in danger? Could they possibly, some of these smaller non-type, the Purdues, the Arkansas, the Northwesterns, can they maybe get pushed out?
And then, by the way, that is Hillis in the middle. That's Brandon Marcello from CBS Sports on the right.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
That's why I've done a bunch of radio up here.
Did you hear that? I'll rewind it.
Northwesterns, can they maybe get pushed out?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
That's why I've done a bunch of radio up here when they were doing the coaching hire.
You said that matter of factly.
I did. I
said, it can happen.
This is the most important hire in Arkansas football history. Because if you don't get this right and you don't start winning now, for the next few years, you're going to diminish your product to a point where.
Do they know that?
I hope so. I would think so.
Care.
But the problem, here's a problem. And I'm not calling out Hunter Yurchek or anything like that. The problem with most ADs is like they can't see beyond their nose because all they're cared about is year to year and keeping their job.
Look at that face.
Yeah. all three of their faces. I know it's a little grainy, and shout out to Pig Trail Nation. That is their video. But we had to share that. That's Brandon Marcello telling you that. Now,
did you download this with AOL?
No, it's I don't know why the quality is so shitty.
Yeah, it was good when we were off air.
It was good when we were off air.
Weird.
But yeah, Brandon Marcello, and we're not saying that he is the end all be all, but I've been talking about this for like the last 3 or 4 years. The way things are setting up with how much money it's even more involved with the sport, all the sports and just college athletics in general. And then you have the conference expansions. Eventually, these conferences, when they realign and they form these super conferences, they're going to trim some fat. And the concern is you're part of that fat because you can't get your shit together. You just can't. And we can blame Hunter, but then where's the blame on Jeff Long? My voice, I'm telling you, I'm getting sick. I could feel it. My voice is getting scratchy.
The wife got you, man.
Yeah,
my question is about that, though.
What was that?
Like, even if we're terrible, don't they need somebody to lose?
Well, yeah, but
you get rid of enough of these damn teams. I mean, I guess no matter what good teams you have in there, somebody's got to lose, right?
Here's the thing, though. I've pointed this out before, and I'm not saying it's going to happen. Okay, I'm not saying that. We've been relevant, and Arkansas has some history of winning. And people are pointing out the other sports, like, dude, That's not what pushes the needle. It's football. Football pushes the needle. You're bad at football. That's just the end of it. But you're in, I think, I could be wrong about this. You're in the smallest TV market in the SEC. Look it up. Google it. It's horrible. The market size here is tiny because Northwest Arkansas is small. Okay, 3 million people in the entire state, just north of it. Yeah, people are moving here from lefty Nazi socialist California, and they're looking for their solar panel homes here in Northwest Arkansas, and they're whatever. But it's just not growing fast enough. There's not enough people here. There's not enough people here who give a shit about Razorback football. I'm talking about the transplants, right? Obviously, us natural born.
You know what's crazy? There's most of the transplants are up there too.
They are.
I've lived in both.
Yeah,
it's
Bentonville. It's the vendors. Listen, I worked at Sam's Club home office. I can tell you right now, like the vendors, the meetings I was in, none of these people are from here. They don't give a shit. They're from Nebraska. They're from Michigan. They're diehard. Cornhuskers. They don't care about this area. The people, the higher ups at Walmart and Sam's Club, most of them are not U of A grads. At least they weren't. I don't know if that's changed, but
hell, half the kids that go to U of A are from Texas.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's going to happen. We keep hearing about 2030, how the conference realignment's coming. I guess TV contracts expire. It's going to be like a big reset, or it's at least going to be just the conference expansion, which will feel like a reset. Who knows where the playoffs, what shape they're in at that point. I'm just telling you, anything is possible. That's all I'm saying. And I've been saying this for like the last 3 years. And now you got Brandon Marcello who's saying, yeah, no, this is, it is real. I mean, they are it's absolutely, you're at risk. And he's saying that this is the biggest hire in your program's history. And he might be right.
I'm just very curious if how terrible we are at football outweighs how good we are at all the other sports.
It sucks that the other sports don't carry the same amount of weight.
Yeah. Basketball is close though. Closer. We're good at basketball. We're damn good at baseball. Obviously, track. I'm not talking about like track, volleyball, softball, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
The big three sports: football, baseball, basketball. Right?
Yeah.
We're good at 2 out of 3, and we're SEC caliber at 2 out of 3. And it just makes me go, "Damn! Do you think they would just kick us out because we suck at one sport?"
Well, I mean, again, it's the sport that makes the most dollars. It's the sport that you get. Relative to the other sports, the reason why football is so much more popular, you play 12 regular season games. That's it. And it's like, it's almost like you get a taste of the sport that you love so much. And then you get the postseason. And if you're just a fan of the sport, right? Like if you're not just glued to one team, hey man, you're in paradise from the end of August or early September, all the way through, the playoffs and the national championship game. You're in paradise, right? You get a small sample size compared to baseball. How many freaking games a year does baseball play? Basketball, same thing, right? So March Madness carries a lot, though, for basketball. It carries a lot. No, I don't think, we're getting people going nowhere. We're going nowhere. Listen, man, anything's possible. I don't think they will. I don't think they're going to get kicked out. But never say never. Anything is possible, okay? Now, I think this is why Silverfield, Marcelo's dead on about Silverfield. This is the biggest hire. And it kind of makes me wonder, too, how long of a leash does he have? Because if he screws this up really quick, are we going to have a Chad Morris situation on our hands where we're having to fire a coach and he's under even more scrutiny?
When we fire a coach, we'll be firing an AD while we're at it.
Oh, yeah. There's no way, Hunter. There's no way.
If Silverfield eats it, make no mistake. If Silverfield eats it, Hunter's gone.
There's just no way he could survive it, right? But then again, we said the same thing about Pittman. And we were also told that he wouldn't be making the hire. And here he is. So I don't know, man. He's got 9 lives.
I very much question how serious Arkansas is about football sometimes.
Yeah. Here's a really good way of looking at it, though. Warfare Jordan says, failure to meet membership criteria or major financial governance issues, but practically Arkansas is deeply embedded in the conference. Enjoys immense revenue and is viewed as a core asset. And here's the thing. Arkansas is always considered one of the high value teams, just in terms of value. like they are typically somewhere in the top 20 when Forbes magazine releases that, most valuable organizations or football teams.
Yeah.
And Arkansas is always up there. I can remember the first time I saw that, this was like 2011 maybe. Arkansas was like 8th in the country.
Yeah.
I mean,
they make a lot of money, man.
I mean, there's just I don't think they will. I don't think they'll move on, but you do worry about the size of the TV market here, and you worry that if Arkansas is just a shit football team and they're still struggling, and all of a sudden you're not pushing the merch, you're not selling the merch, you're not selling tickets, you got empty stands, and it's the same shit every year leading up to 2030. I might be a little nervous if I was up top at the university, or if I were down in Little Rock, I'd be a little bit concerned.
At this point, man, you almost got to look at the damn board too. Like it goes over Hunter.
Yeah.
In my opinion, like,
yeah,
I thought this time they should have cleaned house. And when I talk about cleaning house, I'm not talking about getting rid of, Hunter Yurachek and a coach. I'm talking about redoing the board, fire the damn janitor. You know what I'm saying?
From the ground.
Clean the damn house. If you're going to clean it, clean it.
Yeah.
But when they come out feeding us all this bullshit about, oh, well, Hunter's not going to have it, or, he's not going to be the one in charge of this. And us hearing all this stuff about him getting fired. And it turns out, nope, Hunter hired the damn coach. It's not a coach we wanted. Let's be real here. Not a coach anybody was real impressed with. Now he's grown on me for sure, but we'll talk ourselves into anything because we're idiots.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I thought this time they should have done that. And if they get kicked out of the SEC, that's their damn fault. Because they're going to lose a shitload of money. Let's not.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want
a lot of money.
I don't know how often I hear there's two different arguments. There's the does Arkansas football belong in the SEC argument. That's a good argument. Like I don't know how you defend
currently. No,
they don't. They don't belong in the SEC.
Let's see what Silverfield can do. But the current team of the last 2 years, 3 years.
2 years.
2 years.
Shit, I'd go all the way back to about 2012, brother.
That's okay. That's fair. We did have one good season under Sammy. It was like a 9-win with the bowl team. So really, we went.
Yeah, but then so there's the argument of should you be in the SEC, and then there's the argument should you leave the SEC voluntarily? Hell no.
No, they'll never leave. But
they'll never leave on their own accord.
We've been surpassed by Vandy, guys. We have.
And Ole Miss. It looked like there for a minute until
I can't wait to watch Ole Miss go back to the cellar. Because I think they're gonna eat it. They had the hottest chick in town as their head cheerleader, and then now she just left.
Yeah.
She graduated. So
yeah.
Back to Bull.
Hog HQ, Hunter Yurachek gone before Ryan Silverfield. Yeah, I could see that happening. It's gonna be weird for Ryan if he loses the guy that hired him, but yeah. Hunter Yurachek has dirt on someone. Yeah. Dude, yeah, somebody does.
I mean, think about all the stuff we said about Morris when he was and Sam when they were the coaches. We're like, dude, who does he have pictures of?
Right. Yeah.
It's
getting a lot of this. The point is, unless they form a football only conference, we're fine. Gary, I'm telling you, brother. Football, I don't think you understand how much weight the football program carries.
I tend to lean toward what Gary's saying here.
No. Incorrect. If football is 2-10 every year between now and 3-9, 4-8, 5-7, I don't give a shit.
All right, that's reasonable.
If that's what you are up until 2029, 2030, no, Gary, you're not fine. I'm sorry. And I agree with Brandon Marcello. I think you're in deep shit if you don't get it figured out. The difference is I think they're going to figure it out. I like Silverfield. I like his approach. He's obviously he's turning heads. I mean, it's saying something when you can have a meeting with an impromptu meeting with a booster at a basketball game. And they turn around and they're like, okay, I'm going to donate millions of dollars now.
Man, I felt super good about that until I heard that somebody else got like a 20 or was it 20 or 200? It was some crazy amount of millions of dollar gift.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, cool. We got a 6 or 7-figure gift. And then I'm like, damn, man. I think somebody gave like 40 million to something.
Yeah. MJ says, what makes a team, quote unquote, deserve to be in the SEC, though?
True.
True.
I mean,
what?
Being competitive.
What are you talking about? Winning games. Winning games.
Being competitive.
Yeah. I feel like we've been
Almost
more
winning
relevant.
by 3.
Vandy taking off last 2 years for sure, but someone has to finish 13 and 16. Yeah, again, it just doesn't help when you are in one of, if not the smallest TV markets in the SEC.
Kentucky might not suck next year either.
They may not, man. I kind of like their hire. I'm not going to lie. Kentucky's kind of cooking. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but they certainly look pretty good. But no. Come on, MJ. You're an OG here. Come on. Tusk Talk audience. You guys are smart, all right? Most of you're smart. You ought to know what provides value. It's a lot of things. It's not just winning. It is all the other stuff. And Arkansas does have some of the financial stuff. That's great. But winning is how you know whether or not you deserve. That's the criteria you look at. Are you winning games? And Arkansas is not. Just look at their conference record. It's not good. It is really bad. If Vandy and Ole Miss can turn it around, Ole Miss or Mississippi State there for a minute, especially pre-NIL, when you look at Dan Mullen, what he was able to do. If those schools can do it, Arkansas's done it before, by the way. It wasn't really until after Petrino where they just shit the bed over and over again.
Yeah, so y'all don't forget that Bielema went 0-20.
Oh.
And then Pittman got us out of that. It took Sam Pittman to win the first SEC game in 20 games. Mm-hmm. And we got so pissed we ran Pittman out of town.
Yeah.
Right? Mm. It's been bad, guys.
But it's never been win or your drop. MJ, I think you came in late, brother. This is about 2030 and getting your what's the saying, ducks in a row, winning and being in a position in 2030 when the conference expansions happen. Apparently there's some TV contracts expiring. There's going to be a realignment, like everything. I say everything. A lot of change is happening between now and 2030. And what Marcelo is talking about, we played the clip earlier. Marcelo said it, talked about Arkansas being in trouble and you've got change happening. I think Josh Pate has mentioned this, although he's not talked about Arkansas, just the change that football is about to go through leading up to 2030 and then 2030. You need to be in a position where this isn't a problem. And I'll say it again. I don't think they're going to be in that position. I don't think they're going to be in a bad spot. I'm not saying Arkansas is going to win 10, 11 games a year, but I'm saying I think they're going to improve because the money situation looks like they're turning it around. And
it's so refreshing to have a coach who has energy.
Mm-hmm.
My God, that guy.
I know it.
Is a damn lightning rod.
He is, and I'm loving it. And why do I think things are going to change? Right here. Hogs finally paying staff. Travis. You saw the numbers. They're paying. Now, we could argue about whether or not these guys deserve some of this pay, but Ron Roberts, who was making what last season? $960,000, is that right? And he's making more than double that. He's making $2 million.
Yeah.
Tim Cramsey
more than Florida was.
Cramsey 1.4, who was making south of 500,000. He's doubled. Chad Lunsford 285,000. No clue. Now with Lunsford, this includes $250,000 in salary and $35,000 in quote unquote other compensation. You had a really good point about this before we went live, and we'll talk about it with potential bonuses such as $50,000 for a 7-win season in 2026 or 2027. I don't know if that was Lunsford or if that's everybody.
Probably everyone.
Because the way that's
Hunter loves his incentive-based contracts, and he just had to get something in there,
That's a fair point.
He does, dude.
You're kind of cooking tonight, Travis. You're cooking. We may not agree on everything, but you're cooking. That's just under $3.7 million combined. Arkansas's 3 coordinators in 2025 were scheduled to make just right around 3.3. The 3.685 million being paid to the coordinators is a near 10, and that's a lot. When you're talking millions, near 10% increase from last season when Petrino, Williams, and Fountain were in line to make 3.365 combined before the in-season staff changes. Ron Roberts, he's making double, 58 years old, will become the highest paid coordinator. Now, we also have to understand with with the situation of the economy, adjusting for inflation, I don't know if this is true, You have to adjust for inflation, but he is the highest paid coordinator.
Currently.
Well, no, this says history.
Oh.
Highest paid coordinator in program history. I think that was Whole Hog Sports that reported this. In history, with an annual salary of $2 million through the 28 season.
They will earn defense heavy because he makes more than Cramsey.
Yeah.
Cramsey's at 1.4.
He will earn a $100,000 pay raise if the Razorbacks win a 7-win season in either 26 or 27. Barry Odom at a salary at 1.85, and then defense coordinator Travis Williams was at 1.25 before fired. Those were your two highest paid coordinators defensive coordinators. I think Odom was the highest paid ever coordinator, and then now Ron Roberts is coming in. And again, you have to adjust for inflation, but that's what is telling me here. Like,
adjust my $1 million contract for inflation.
Say what?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Adjust my multi-million-dollar contract for inflation. Got dudes busting their ass framing house for $50,000 a year.
It's kind of crazy. I mean, so I feel like they're kind of living up to what they were saying in a way about this coaching staff, and maybe what Hunter Yurchek meant when he was asked that question. Maybe it was something like, you'll know when the money is public, when you guys know, because it's they have to publicize all this, you have to, I don't know if you have to know all the details, but I'm pretty sure they have to publish all of it. And that's how, the media gets a hold of it. So, I mean, again, you're already plus 10%, and there's still a rumor going around. They're not done. They're still going to add more. And obviously
Did they end up hiring the assistant coach from Ohio State? Do we have two O-line coaches?
Yeah.
I only saw one.
Yeah, no, they have two offensive line coaches.
You can't hear me crunching, can you?
No.
Good.
I don't have the information on them. I don't know if they, as far as I know, they're supposed to be added to the staff, but you're talking about Jeff Myers and Marcus Johnson. And unless something's changed, I'm pretty sure they're expecting both of them to sign. Morgan Turner.
I don't know if their numbers are out yet.
Well, I don't think they are. But Morgan Turner, they're going to retain. TJ Rushing's going to coach the corners. CJ Wilford's going to coach safeties, and Darren Wilson, who was here before, who's coming over with Roberts from Florida, he's going to be over the secondary. Now, we know some of this might change as the ink hits the paper. Like some of their titles, maybe what they're doing might change a little bit. So yeah, and you got to figure out your recruiting coordinators and who's assisting where and whatever. But this is a good sign. This is a really good sign. Again, we can argue about whether or not they deserve it. I don't know that Ron Roberts is $2 million. I would expect that for what's his nuts that went to Durkin. Like, that's the kind of money I would expect to pay someone like Durkin.
I mean, Ron Roberts was at Florida, and their defense wasn't horrific.
It wasn't horrific, but Ron Roberts is also not the name that Durkin is, or Chiswick, or you know what I mean? Like, $2 million just seems like an upper echelon, and it could just be too like the change in the economy, right? It could be that inflation part of it coming up a little bit, but yeah, $2 million is.
We'll see what Durkin makes this year.
Yeah, is that public yet? Do we know? I don't think so. I feel like we'd know that by now.
I don't think so, but I know that currently Ron Roberts is the second highest paid coordinator in the SEC
right now. So
now.
that will probably change when the playoffs are done with, and we have once there's some movement. But who knows, man? It could end up being that way. But there's some contracts. There's some language that you got to pay attention to a little bit. You had made a comment though about.
Oh yeah, the way they got paid.
Yeah, I wanted you to talk about this for a second. This was interesting.
On paper, the way they got paid was the offensive coordinator and the defensive coordinator both got paid $300,000 from the university, and then Cramsey got 1.4
mm-hmm.
from other compensation.
Yeah,
other
compensation.
What I was saying is, what I think they're trying to do is keep as much money in the rev share as they possibly can, and then they can do the sideways stuff with the coaches, right?
Yeah.
From the foundation and things like that, to where they're like, we can pull money from anywhere from them, donations, the foundation, all that stuff. But with NIL, there's probably different regulations, or with the rev share, not NIL, which is like the same thing now. But with the rev share, I think they're trying to keep that number as high as possible to give them as much to work with, and they're looking for money elsewhere for coaches.
Yeah, it's a good point, and it's smart if that's what they're doing. And if that's where, and again, this would be such a good question for Courtney Mims. Like, I feel like Courtney could probably explain that, I mean, you did a good job explaining it, but at least telling us like where she thinks where that's coming from, the other compensation part. Maybe we're missing something. Maybe that's old language. Maybe that's actually something that's been around a while. I never had caught it. And then you brought it up before we went live, and I was like, damn, that's actually a good point.
Well, it's kind of like back in the day whenever they said that Jerry Jones can't donate directly to the NIL. Like, run it through the damn foundation.
Yeah.
Then do what you want with it.
Those are excuses, Jones family.
It could happen.
We're tired of them. We
Put
are
it in a McDonald's bag and leave it at the fire station. We'll find it. Put it in a car seat. It's cool.
Yeah. Absolutely. We'll do the McDonald's. We'll go the McDonald's bag route if you really want to.
I mean, I don't care.
Or just, do your thing, Jones. I'm still kind of waiting on, because you heard about, who was it? Was it Utah that just was given a whole bunch of money?
That was Utah. That's who it was. It was Utah.
Yeah.
It was like a $40 million gift, dude.
Yeah. Where's ours,
and then
man?
The coach is like, I quit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really want to know. This is not a topic. I really want to know if the coaches here don't think Kane Archer is going to make it in the SEC, or if we really got outbid or out recruited because of that coach, right? You're going to find some stuff out about Kane Archer this week, or then within the next couple of weeks by the time the portal opens.
Oh, you think
his head coach that recruited him just retired.
Yeah.
Now is the shot. Now's the chance. If they want to build a rapport with him, if it takes a rapport, great. But my real question is if we couldn't afford him, or if we didn't have enough time to make a connection with him.
That's a weird thing, because
well, think about it. Like, so far, Silverfield didn't come in and throw a bag at Archer. Sam Pittman barely offered the guy, right?
Wow, there's still some back and forth about that. I think it was Otis Kirk who said they never offered him. They never gave him a formal offer.
Bro.
And the only offer he ever had was from like Dan Enos or something, is what Otis Kirk.
But
pretty sure Otis Kirk had tweeted that.
Do they think he's not SEC ready? Is the question. I know Kane Archer is branded very well because he's been doing TikTok videos since he was in 8th grade. Right?
Well, he was
serious.
6'1" when he was like 13.
Right, and he's kind of still that height.
He had a pretty good. Just his film looked great. I mean, just watching him play when you post that stuff on TikTok.
He's not very tall, but neither is Marcel Reed. Right?
Well, he's grown into like 6'2" frame, I think now, which is not small.
I mean, it's AJ McCarron. It's right. AJ McCarron wasn't very tall.
Yeah, McCarron was, I think so. Who, by the way, paid Arkansas a really good compliment, talking about this is one of the toughest places he ever played.
Mm-hmm.
So, Silverfield got here late and did not want him.
This is what I'm saying. Maybe Sam didn't offer him for a reason. Is kind of what I'm getting at.
Yeah, there might be something.
I'm not saying he sucks. I'm just saying maybe they don't. They're either seeing some kind of deficiency, or they're thinking he's not ready for the SEC.
Could be.
I don't know.
Could be.
As much as the fan base clamors for him, and me too. I'm like, we should get Kane Archer. That'd be badass. Maybe they're seeing something we're not.
Well, Petrino never offered him, so that should probably tell you something.
Oh, that was what I was going to say. I'm like 4 beers in, so I'm starting to forget stuff. The other thing that I really like about this coaching staff, aside from the fact that they are showing they're a little bit more serious and they are paying these guys better, is the fact that if you listened a little bit deeper in that, did you listen to that whole Marcelo interview?
I haven't had a chance to finish it.
Bobby hogged all the NIL for the offense, dude. That's why our defense sucked. Like it literally, this is like per Marcelo, and that's a rough quote, right? But Bobby took all the NIL for offense last year. What I'm excited about is the fact that with a fresh start as fresh as it could be. Silverfield is going to bring in his offensive guys, his defensive guys, and he's got the balls to actually stand up and go, hey, this is what we need to do. Here's a plan. Here's our budget. Pittman was literally just like, don't get me fired, bro. So I think that could be big for both sides of the ball.
I think I don't know that I buy that entirely because
we did spend some money on defense. I think he missed on them.
So I don't know how that's Bobby's fault, like, and they had to revamp the offense. I mean, they lost Armstrong, Tesla. I mean, Isaiah
I was
Centennial.
thinking that we'd spent more money on defense because it seemed like we spent a bag on defense.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of defensive backs and they just put them where they wanted them.
Yeah, I don't think it was ever. I think you could tell when the dust settled that, boy, the defense just didn't get the same kind of treatment. But they didn't go after more defensive linemen. They didn't go after any. They grabbed a couple of cats here and there. Florida defensive end who struggled to make the field, and it just was never. It just still felt like
it's like they were really trying to shore up that back end and still didn't.
And I mean, you think about all the secondary that they did add through the portal. Yeah. And then a JUCO receiver at that too. So, there's some money there. Mm-hmm. I don't know that I buy that entirely, that like Petrino, because that is kind of one of the narratives that Petrino did that. Oh, well, he just took over everything. I think it's easy to see it that way when you see how much personnel they brought in on offense, which is fair, but they also had to revamp the offense as well because of all the missing pieces. And I don't think they missed very much. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see some of them play due to injuries. But
y'all want to know the most important attribute of this entire coaching staff?
What's that?
Talent evaluation.
Oh, man.
Dude, we were playing Battleship and we got our asses handed to us last year.
Mm-hmm.
We missed a lot.
That's exactly what you're doing, though, right? You're playing Battleship with these players.
But you got it. That comes down to evaluation, dude. The front office and the talent evaluation on this stuff, and also the separation we have in our program from our front office to our coaches. Let the coaches coach. They don't need to be your dad and be like, sorry, brother, I can't give you that much money. Let the damn office tell you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we have that separation now. There's several things that are in place that were better than Pittman ever had already.
Yeah.
And it starts in our front office. The guy we got from Arizona. Let's talk about that guy. Did you guys talk about him last week?
No, we didn't. If you want to fire away, I don't have anything.
I don't know a lot about him, but I know that it was a very, very good hire. People on Twitter are going ape about it.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy, successfully rebuilt Arizona in a year?
That's what they say. And you're talking about Crowley.
Arizona. I can't pronounce his first name.
It's like a weird Polish first name. It's like Gajika Crowley.
Yeah. So, but that's an important piece to have too. Again, that's in our front office.
Yeah.
So this guy helped rebuild Arizona in a year, and guess what? Did they not beat Arizona State the other day?
Did they?
I don't know. I was truly asking because I didn't watch. I thought Arizona beat Arizona State the other day.
Maybe they did.
It's a different league, you know what I mean? So, but
they, So if you look him up, Gajika Crowley,
they beat Arizona State 23-7.
Okay.
All right. And they're playing SMU in a Holiday Bowl.
Yeah.
They're 9-3 this year.
Yeah,
in a year.
Yeah, they were. I do know that they did. They won some games. Yeah, if you look him up, it says football GM hired December 2025. Crowley brings experience from Arizona, Western Michigan, and UNLV. Praised for his work with the portal and roster building.
He also helped. Yeah, he helped Barry build UNLV. He was there when Barry was there.
Was it?
Yeah, at UNLV.
Okay.
I thought you were frozen.
No, I was like thinking about that. Like, wait a minute. Yeah, they turned it around pretty quick. He was winning games at UNLV.
That's what I'm saying.
Ooh.
This guy is a game changer, man. The national outlets were going crazy about this, which is that's a good sign to me because the common fan, even the fanatic, isn't going to know necessarily about a GM.
Yeah,
but the stuff I've heard, I'm like, holy shit, this guy's legit.
The last couple of weeks, I have time to sit down. Do notes for a quick show, script it out as much as I can, and then move on. Like
So you guys been working, man. I've just been researching.
I've been working, putting the shows together. Some of the research that went right over my head. I didn't know that about UNLV. I knew he was at Arizona and all that, and he'd been given a lot of credit for.
Well, apparently he's a team builder, which to me means he must be pretty good at talent evaluation. You know, and there's more spinning cogs in this.
Yeah.
I think Silverfield is setting up, and you guys got to think more than offensive defensive coordinators, right? I think he's set up way more for success than Pittman ever was, because Pittman was learning on the damn job. Let's be real here. This guy's been coaching for 28 years.
Yeah.
In the NFL,
right.
in other places. I think he said he's walking into his 28th year. That's crazy because he ain't that old. Is it 28th or 18th?
Huh?
Is it his 28th or his 18th? Silverfield.
Oh, I know he started coaching when he was like 19.
Yeah, I think it's his 28th
he's
year.
45 now.
Mm.
I mean, he's been around for a little bit.
Did you see in the interviews where he laughed when they asked him, they're like, you don't have SEC experience. What do you say to that? And he laughed.
He did laugh at it, but okay, fine.
Because he coached Adrian Peterson and with Brett Favre and stuff like that. I get that, but you didn't create them either.
Yeah, I get that's how he's supposed to answer that question. It was a really good, Courtney Mims. Her interview was.
He's beat a lot of SEC teams, but
he has beaten a lot of SEC teams. I think that's probably what I would have just led with if I were him. Like, no,
I would actually. But you know what though, the SEC, man. I was explaining this to my buddy Justin earlier. He's like, man, we were talking about garage doors, and he's like, honestly, what you guys do isn't that hard. I was like, doing garage doors is like being in the SEC, right? I was like, if you're in the Big Ten, you do one once, you can beat us once, maybe. Like, but when you do it every day, it's a different world.
Yeah, right.
You get beat up, things like that. Again, rolling SEC every single day is different.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. That's the real question for me: is how does Silverfield figure this out week to week to week to week, rather than I beat 4 SEC teams.
Yeah,
cool. You're gonna beat 9 a year.
Yeah. Well, that was the point that I wanted to make in Discord the other day when people were talking about it. Like, oh well, he's got this great background. Yeah, man. But being in the SEC week to week, I mean, that's just another world. Brett Bielema, I don't think ever really caught around to it. I mean, obviously he was fired. Chad Morris didn't know what the hell he was in for, but I think that was more than just the SEC schedule. I think Chad Morris just was so far in over his head. And then Pittman never really figured it out, right? I mean, he won some games. I mean, let's not forget, right? And he beat Tennessee and he did beat Texas before they joined the SEC. He's beaten some bigger teams. Like, there is something different. Of course, Pittman had been around it. He had been around it, but he'd never been a head coach.
You just got a guy who Sam Pittman and look, I know we all got mad when he got hired, but this is a big step up, guys.
Yeah.
Sam Pittman was learning on the damn job. This guy's a seasoned coach.
Mm-hmm.
This guy knows how to coach ball.
Well, Kyle thinks we're getting a little too negative. I don't think we're just stating the obvious here.
No, I'm going that direction.
Can't turn your hat on what he did at Memphis, guys.
100%.
He's doing it the right way. Stay positive. Don't tell me what to do, Kyle.
Why are all the people you read their comments, or are they rednecks?
I read like the more like finger wagging type of comments. I read that way.
No,
I don't like that. I'm gonna come at you with a voice. Or I could do Cleveland Brown. I could do Cleveland. Can't turn your hat on what he did at Memphis, guys. My name is Cleveland Brown. See, I can do that to you too. Voice. I can do that too.
No, so again, listen, guys. I'm taking you on a journey. All right, we're taking you down and we're gonna lift you back up, because that's what I just did. I'm saying that the grind is crazy, but he's in the best position possible, better position than probably the last 2 coaches, if not 3, have been to win.
Yeah. Yeah, Pittman didn't know how to operate within the NIL era and the portal. He didn't know what he was doing, and he's not a go-getter with this stuff. We had heard Brandon Marcello say this on Chuck and Bo's show, and I think what he was hinting at, and I'd have to pull that clip up, but he was talking about Brandon Marcello was told, yeah, every time I heard a good thing, I'd have someone else tell me, well, Pittman just wasn't really about this or that. And I think what he was alluding to was the portal in NIL. I think that's what he was talking about. He's not a go-getter. He's not going to knock on the doors of these donors and get to know them and flip people, like to buy into what he's doing. He's just an old ball coach. That's just, and there's nothing wrong with that. Well, I mean, eventually that would catch up to him. Also, it doesn't help that he wasn't doing those things. Obviously, he wasn't networking with these people. That's the job of a head coach now. For some schools, not all of them, but for some schools, you have to talk to these donors. You got to network. You got to get to know them. You got to get them to buy into what you're doing. And Pittman could not do that. Silverfield can do that. That's why I am hopeful, and I think they can turn this around. And that's why I went from a D+, C- higher. Now I'm up to like a B, maybe a B, somewhere in that area.
He's doing the right stuff, and he knows how to coach football, bro. And he's a maniac. 3 things that are great for me. He even said, he's like, dude, between the white lines, I'm crazy. He's like, I am an absolute maniac. Did you see have you watched back the Memphis game?
I did.
I remember watching his pregame speech, and I was like, screw that guy. Right? When the game was on. Rewatched it back, and I'm like, I like that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Guess who won the damn game? Guess who was crushing a Razorback brick for whatever weird ass reason after the game? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The guy is in it, man. I think he's going to build a good culture here.
That's what matters. I mean, it's what you're doing off the field here can absolutely affect what you're doing on the field and vice versa.
And unfortunately,
what you're doing off the field can affect the on the field, and vice versa. What happens on the field can have an effect on off the field as well. When you're talking about donors, if they're willing to buy in, and buying in, I mean if they could, if they're going to give you some money. Hey, the link is provided. I have shared the link like 3 times. If anybody wants to call in, please do so.
If you ain't scared, bro,
don't be scared. Don't be scared. Is Kyle going to have to call back in here like he did last week?
But yeah, this is definitely Silverfield's definitely grown on me. As things have played out, and the more I've kind of thought about it, because like I wasn't a ball knower, all right. Whenever they hired him, I was not. I was pissed, dude. Remember I texted you guys?
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh my god. I said OMFG. I'm effing out.
Yeah,
this is what I said. I was fixing a garage door, and I get this text on my phone. I was like, oh my god, they hired this dude, and I'm in my brain. I'm going. They got burned on multiple people. I really expected Golish, but I was really logo watching. And again, what I mean logo watching is I was looking for a big name coach. That's what we wanted. That's why we got pissed.
Right.
We wanted a big, a logo coach. That's what we wanted. And we didn't get that. But we did get a pretty damn solid coach from what I can tell. What happened?
Cried my morning beer.
Yeah, I feel that.
Do it, Kyle.
Oh my God.
Did I just nail that? I think I just nailed that voice.
You did nail the Mackey.
Do it, Kyle. It's not Mackey. That's Chit.
Who?
Chit. Tell me you're watching those videos on Facebook. Oh my God, they're so funny.
No.
It's so funny. I'm gonna say
I'm grown up. I don't watch Facebook.
Do it, Kyle. Success. He goes, success.
Look at this guy.
Who's the new dude? Yeah.
I really got to start showing up.
Mm-hmm. Success. See, Kurt knows what's up. Success. Right. Anytime he's trying to do something in the show, he's like this nerdy dude, but he's actually like really well built. It's funny. But anytime he's doing something he's struggling at in the show, he'll go, It always cracks me up. Like, what you guys need to look up Chet and watch it. It's so damn funny.
I thought
it's on YouTube as well.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
It is on YouTube. Yeah, I've watched them on Facebook. They're so damn funny. They're so good. Success. Hey, Kyle. Yeah, so I'm in on Do It, Lady. There it is. Do it, lady.
Do
it, lady. Chit. They're always trying to get him to do the I don't know what he does. He's
Randy had a good question. Go to Randy Murders.
Hang on, damn it! I want to talk about this.
No.
He's an accountant, and they're always trying to get him to do his work. And they're like, "Do you have the budget?" And he's like, "Oh yeah." And then he'll turn to the screen, and he's playing like Tetris or some shit. Okay, I got it out of my system. Who had the budget? That's it. You have the budget, Chip. who had the good question?
Randy Murders. What a name. 1484. He said, "Why did Memphis not want Ryan Silverfield anymore?"
Yeah, so this is a pretty.
Because he ate shit on like the last 3 games. They expected him to win playoffs, which even the announcers sure did fire up that playoff talk as soon as they were playing us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were set up.
I think Memphis fans expected playoffs this year, and they didn't get it, probably because he was recruiting Arkansas the whole time.
And Randy, I'll tell you this much. They're coping. Okay, just because they're fans are like, oh, he was trash, bro. Take that with look at Kentucky. Okay, that's a great example there. Kentucky was coping. I know they wanted him to leave, but I think that's an example where, like, yeah, there were definitely some fans that wanted him out. There's a lot of them. Big Blue Nation wanted him gone. That's fine. And now they're wanting him back, right? Memphis is going to be, I think, in a similar situation. I know they're actually really well off in that conference. You know, they're a borderline P4 school. But I just think it was coping. I really do. I think a lot of them were coping.
I mean, they were pissed before we hired him also. Because I like again, because
they lost 3 straight games.
They lost to Navy. That's not good.
They lost 3. Well, Navy wasn't terrible. Hold on now. Wasn't Navy like 9-3 or 8-4? I mean, they weren't terrible. But no, I think a lot of them were coping. I think a lot of them were mad. You know, we walked in there and we plucked their head coach, and the guy had went. Look at what he had done the previous 2 seasons. I don't think, it's real easy to get caught up in the moment. I think they're coping. So that's just me. That's him. Oh, the black purse comment. Yeah, that's him. That was the video that went viral. Is there a black purse in here? That's the video that went viral. Now I got chat talking about shit.
See, that's why you get off topic, and then here we are. We're cooked.
Success. Yeah. I don't care. And we can talk about. There's plenty of good coaches, by the way. I say good. Maybe we should say that loosely. That that don't have the greatest records against teams above 500. But I know what he was. Okay, and that's a fair comment. But I know what he was.
You know what my comment was whenever
he was 3-0 when he beat Golish, or when he took on Golish. Yep. He was undefeated against Dan Campbell. He was 1-0 against Campbell. He was 1-0 against Rhett Lashley. He was like 2-1 against who was it? Was it Eric Morris? I don't think.
No, he was like Morris. He was 2-1, 2-1 or 1-1 against Summerall.
Was it Summerall? Yeah, okay. 2-1 against.
I think he was 1-1.
He had winning records against all these coaches that everyone wanted. That's all I'm saying. I think they were coping and they know it.
That actually changed my mind about him. I was like,
they did me too.
Oh, he's 3-0 against Golish.
That's where it started.
I think he was 2-0 against Morris.
It's 2-0 or 1-0, 2-0, something like that. Yeah.
He definitely had one more offer, and I think it was Oklahoma State.
Who?
I'm like,
Silverfield? He had it. Yeah.
Fairly sure Oklahoma State was going.
Yeah, he said that he had other offers.
And I believe, or just one.
He plural.
Said, yeah.
It's plural. I mean, I saw an interview where he said offers.
Yeah.
So
they never mentioned the good stuff.
I wish he would say who it was, because I'm wondering. I do think Oklahoma State tried him, and I've heard that was a possibility that Oklahoma State wanted him. And I never bought into Eric Morris being our number 1 target. By the way,
I thought Eric Morris was like a 3 or like a 5 or 6.
He was a backup to a backup, is what Morris was. And it's so funny because Oklahoma State people are like, "Oh, we took from Arkansas." No, you didn't.
You know what's funny? He's probably going to be pretty good at Oklahoma State.
He's going to be great in the Big 12. He just fits, and it feels. I mean, maybe we're wrong, but I think Morris he's going to crush it over there. I really do. I'm getting tagged with shit stuff and Discord. But yeah, I think that was a good hire for them. Just like I think Silverfield was a good hire for Arkansas.
Yeah.
So
I can't believe Gundy didn't end up with a job.
Has he not? Wait a minute. He's not even
I haven't seen Mike Gundy get a job anywhere.
Where is Mike
Napier
Gundy?
even got a new job. He works for James Madison now.
Who?
Billy Napier got a new damn job before Mike Gundy did.
Wow.
How crazy is that?
Wow. That is crazy.
Yeah, Mike Gundy's going to be an announcer for sure.
Yeah, I don't see Gundy anywhere. Maybe he's going to go work for is the Big 12 network still a thing? Does that still exist?
Probably.
I know
we'll
they
find
do
out in a couple years.
Yeah. I see what you did there. Oh man, someone's gonna catch on to that later and be like, "Those bastards, son of a bitch, Arkansas ain't going nowhere. We're good at baseball. It's going to keep us in." Gundy was over it. He literally, he did not like NIL, and he also butted heads with the donors over there too. Apparently, got into it with T. Boone Pickens. Him and T. Boone didn't really agree on much.
That seems like a bad person to get into it with, being
right,
named after him.
Exactly. Hey,
really, the guy's like, what?
Yeah. Really quick, we got about 15 minutes left. I'm not leaving the link anymore. If you want to call in, you're gonna have to scroll up. You missed your opportunity, but we're gonna really quick. We have to talk about Arkansas and Houston, and we got to talk about a certain player who is just on another level right now. Boogeyman Brazil. Remember when I was talking about Boogie earlier? This is where my eyes were. Boogeyman Brazil.
Fan.
Yeah, I am.
I'll see it.
I'm a Florida fan.
I've been to your house.
Brazil is this month has been incredible. Aaron Torres pointed this out. 21 points, 5 boards against Louisville, where he was 3 of 4 outside against. 24 points, 10 boards, a double right there. 4 or 5 outside from 3-point land against Texas Tech. Again, 24 points against those guys. 26 points, 4 boards, 5 of 7 from 3 versus Queens. No big man, according to Aaron Torres, has been playing better than the last few weeks than Trevon Brazil.
My man is a terrorist. He is, man.
He's Hitler. I better watch.
Whoa,
saying
that.
Hey. I better watch saying that on YouTube. He's
Osama bin Lama.
He's Badoff Kittler in college. He is. Nobody wants to deal with this guy. Brazil is balling, man. I mean, he is crushing it, dude. He's living up to.
You can tell he worked so much on the 3-ball during the summer.
Oh my god! And he was always good at shooting threes. Like he was
good, but he's great now at them.
Well,
like,
he really said. Good. So he was asked about that, and he said, "Well, last year I wasn't asked to do that. I wasn't asked to shoot threes. This year I am." Yep. And so that volume's going up, and he's confident. If he plays anywhere near as close as he has these last 3 games, or at least the month of December against Houston, bro.
Do we need him to? We need him and Knox, man.
Knox has stepped up defensively big time.
Yeah, Knox is back, it feels.
At least on one side of the floor.
Boy, I'll take it. What about Nick Pringle? What are we doing with Pringle here? Pringle going to be all right?
I don't know, man. Pringle's kind of not living up to anything
not
right
mattering
now.
Because Brazil runs the show.
And I wonder if that's part of what's going on.
A-Cup is very good.
I wonder if Pringle, because Brazil's kind of hogging up the light amongst the bigs, and Ewan's come along lately too.
Yeah.
Until this game here against Queens, and he still played a role. I wonder if he's kind of feeling left out. I don't know.
Somebody said Chitler.
Chitler. Yeah.
Pringle was good, but it was against Queens, John Oliver. Yeah. It was Queens, bro.
Oh, wait, who was?
John Oliver said Pringle had a good game last night. Of course he did. It was against Queens.
Well, he finally came along against Queens.
I hope he just, wakes up in the paint against Houston, because that would be wonderful.
Maybe that was his game to come out. I don't know.
You know how this stuff goes. It's weird, man.
Yeah.
Once it's like just all of a sudden the team's like boom and it's perfect.
And he was so this is true. And again, I didn't do a post game for this, but I was watching the game and I had it paused and I was playing, not gonna lie, I was playing Arc Raiders and watching the game at the same time. Yo, I needed a break. Sometimes your boy just needs to be able to watch a game and not worry about doing a post game. And that nobody gives a shit about post games against teams like that.
I kind of forced the wife to watch it with me last night.
So Pringle did go off. 14 points. I missed this. I didn't realize this dude had 3 offensive boards. He had 7 rebounds too. But he had 3 offensive rebounds and then 7 total with just 2 turnovers, but he had 2 steals. He quietly actually had a pretty damn good game.
Yeah.
Now I watched the entire like 80% of the second half. I was really impressed with, of course, Brazil, who started off, by the way, like 5 of 5 shooting. And I got to catch some of that, the way he started. I mean, he was on fire. I was impressed by that. But yeah, I mean, you had 2 guys score 20 plus again with Brazil and Acuff. Like you said, Acuff went the hell off.
That's crazy, man. Like, he keeps getting better.
Yeah, he does.
Because I remember he had a couple bad games.
Mm-hmm.
And just, man, he started cooking.
And by the way, yeah, we know Pringle's not a scorer, chat. By the way,
yeah.
We know that. We're just saying he came along on the offensive end of the floor. He's
just
definitely
step up and be physical, man. Get in the damn paint. Is what I'm saying.
Easy buckets around the rim and rack up offensive boards, second chance points. You know, that's got to. He's got to be that guy. He's got to attack the boards, get blocks, just be physical, alter shots. Like, yeah, we know he's not.
It's crazy to me that Malik's coming off the bench still. That's nuts.
Yeah, he played 9 minutes, 0 points. Ewan actually had a not so great game. He did turn the ball over twice with just 2 boards, and he was 0 for 1. 9 minutes of play. Billy Richmond had 25 minutes off the bench. He got 15 points. This cat shot 60%. He was 1 of 2 outside, 2 of 3. I think the other thing that really impressed me, and if you're going to win close games on a neutral floor or at home or on the road, what's the area you've got to get to the line? And I love that they did this. 20 of 27 at the free throw line. That's what you needed to do. You need to get and that's what you need to do from here on out. Got to get better at getting to the free throw line. They're not good at it.
We're playing Houston on a neutral floor, right?
Yeah, Jersey? Playing them in Jersey.
Okay.
Do you know who the the team that takes the most free throw shots is?
Duke.
No. You ought to know him pretty well. Chat ought to know him. If you know his game and his style, it won't surprise anybody.
Dun
dun dun dun dun dun dun.
I don't know.
Dun 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 dun. Yeah, it's USC. It's Musselman.
I'm an idiot.
It's Musselman. I mean, and that's what he did here. He was so good at getting them to the line. He was so good at getting other teams.
Oh, Chad nailed it. USC must. Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
Touché.
They are the number 1 team in the country in free throw attempts. And so Arkansas, obviously, the more shots you take, that percentage is going to come down. But, I mean, if you could shoot damn near north of 74, 75%, and you're taking 27 shots at the line, you're getting to the line, dude, you're going to be in a lot of games. I mean, this team will be in every game. I have such a hard time seeing anybody run them off the floor. If it happens, it's going to be in someone else's arena. I mean, you never know. Basketball's a crazy sport, but
I still hope we get to play USC this year.
Well, yeah, in the tournament.
Yeah, it'd be badass.
It'd be a hell of a game. Imagine that, like, to get to the Final Four, you got to get through. No, you got to get through, like, you get a conference on conference meetup, and you got to go through maybe Alabama and then USC or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be wild. It'd be quite the storyline in postseason play.
No, it would be huge.
So Brazil is just going off, having himself a merry old time. But here's the question, chat. You guys feel free to let us know. Arkansas versus Houston. Give me your thoughts. Who do you got? We do have a prediction. We got a lot of people that aren't putting in their predictions in Tusk Talk Discord. We have the Arkansas-Houston game up. So, and we're not even at 30 predictions yet, y'all. Come on. We're better than that. We should have been at 30 like yesterday. So come join in. I didn't realize we got John Paul Goodman on the line here. What's up, man?
Oh, this guy.
Hey, Ty, long time no see, man.
Yeah, brother. How you doing?
Oh, not doing too bad. Hey, I was going to tell you how about our basketball team here lately. I've been keeping eyes on them here lately. I have to tell you one thing that's impressed me the most. Trevor freaking Brazil, man. This dude is last night. That dude couldn't miss a shot last night.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to watch like the first, 5-6 minutes of the game, and I was being summoned. I needed to go up top and kill some clankers for those few that play Arc Raiders. You know what I'm talking about. And I was like, all right, well, I'll keep the game on. I'll watch it while I'm playing the game. So I missed a little chunk there, but he went off. What I saw was he couldn't miss. It was great.
There's been several games with us against like other people, and we're just like, God, that guy just can't miss. Last night that was Brazil.
It was Brazil.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, coming up, we've had some what they call, I guess they're quad one wins at these neutral floors. Can you imagine now if we get this win against Houston, which I'll tell you my prediction about this here in just a second.
Okay.
I think the key thing is going to be is rebounding. I've been noticing because I've coached and looked at basketball before because I've coached before because I'm at high school level, but
Okay.
I'm noticing we're not cleaning up the glass that well. We got to learn how to box out every single time that ball is hitting off the rim. That's what's killing us. I think we're missing a very big man present in the center. And I think that's eventually what's going to kill us.
It's Pringle.
It's supposed to be Pringle.
What we need, man.
Him and Ewan, I mean, in a little dash of Brazil. And it's he's not wrong. I think nationally ranked, we're not good in the rebound department. Now, some of that, like yesterday, when you're shooting that good, you have less opportunities for offensive boards. But that wasn't the case really for your opponent. I mean, they were
we were rebounding pretty good against Tag.
They did really well. And they actually were trending better in rebounds lately, but it's still, and I agree with John here, like it can be a little not great. Now, Queens shot 44%. It's not like they were atrocious, missing shots. So obviously when the percentage is up for both teams, you have less opportunity for rebounds. But they got out rebounded yesterday by one. And you're right, they're missing that. They're just missing that guy that boxes out, that plays the space well around the post. It just feels like they've been missing that. And then also, the thing I've complained a lot about, John, is that it's just too damn easy right to the rim. It's just the defense at times, they look like they're lost around the rim and around the post. They don't know. Someone just dribbles right by them, and it happens too frequently. And I think we're starting to get better. We're not giving up as many of those, but we're going to find out for real against Houston. I mean,
oh yeah,
now they're more of a defensive team. I think
Houston is our next, like, how Duke was like a fork in the road.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Houston is that next one.
It's a tough one.
So it's like it's going to be. It's like it's a game where if you win it, you're gonna get that national respect.
Well, and you should have against, in my opinion, you ought to get national respect after going to East Lansing and damn near winning that game, near beating Duke, who's for a while was an odds-on favorite to win the whole damn thing, just from the early bettors.
As they should be.
And they beat Tech and they beat Louisville, and it's like, okay, where's our respect? And now Louisville getting shit on by Tennessee didn't help us none. But
true.
There's that. But talking about Houston, the thing that stands out, these guys don't give up points, and the only team to surpass 75 points on Houston this year was Tennessee, and Tennessee beat them 76-73. That's the only team to surpass 75 points on Houston, and Tennessee was able to win that game. Now that was a neutral site game. That was a game in Vegas. So
these will get Louisville where they belong.
Did you say where Tennessee? They gave Louisville a spanking.
Yeah, they smoked Louisville. I did not expect that.
Me neither. I'll tell you one thing. I think my prediction now for this game for Saturday, I think it's going to be close. I think Arkansas does win the game. And I do say that closely. I think it's going to come down, number one, defense, rebounding, and us being able to get to the line. I think that's going to be the main three key factors. If we can actually keep the rebounding close, even though if we might lose the rebounding margin by 2, as long as we're cleaning that glass up, especially the offensive glass, getting those secondary shots. Because it seems like, man, it's like we get the glass and then we clean it up. It's like it kicks out. And especially if Malik Thomas is wide open, that dude's like a 3-point automatic bucket if he's wide open.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he's been struggling here lately.
Yeah, he's struggled. I think back-to-back games. He's pretty sure I saw that. His point total not great, and his shooting percentage kind of took a hit. I think he made just one last night, right? He just knocked down a 3, and then that was it. So,
But Pringle definitely stepped his game up last night. I think I noticed him just a little bit better. So I'm hoping Cal's finally got to him.
I want to see him do it against like Houston. If he comes
quality
in,
opponent.
Yeah, if he does it, if he does that, if he has something similar on the boards and he's fighting and he can stay out of foul trouble, man, we might be on. Could you imagine all three of those guys, Brazil and Ewan and Pringle? Oh my God,
Final Four team,
dude.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're not picked to win the SEC. Picked to win the regular season, the SEC tournament. Not that anybody cares. Be a top 3 seed. I don't know if those guys all three turn it on the way Acuff is playing right now. Knox is doing his thing. Wagner, who is so just plays unselfish basketball, man. I mean, all these guys do. They're coming together and they look like a deep run tournament team right now. And that was definitely not the case. Even before the 0-5 stretch in SEC play, that was not the case last year. Now, I hope this isn't a knock on wood, everybody collectively, okay? We're knocking on wood. I hope this isn't you're peaking too early, teams kind of figure you out, maybe, I don't know. And I think it doesn't matter if you figure out Cal in this team because there's so much talent, but and they got size at the guard, they got depth at the guard position. I would like to see them keep this going because my God, they are peaking and they look great. Yep. Acuff looks unstoppable. Really quick. Okay, so John's got Arkansas winning close. Travis, what do you think?
I got Arkansas by 3.
By 3.
Yep. Yeah, I've got Arkansas 86-81 by 5.
Ooh.
Okay.
I like that.
I'll take Arkansas. I think it's going to be similar like the Tennessee game. Maybe Arkansas 77, Houston 72, something like that.
I think this is going to be the game where it all clicks. It's going to be the one.
If it does, then,
Think about it, man. We had a nice primer for Pringle this week.
Yeah.
He's going to come in feeling nice and confident, and he's going to do his damn job.
And you're on a little 4-game win streak, too. I mean,
I'm also 6 beers deep, so don't listen to me.
Oh.
Hey, I just got back from eating Fuji, so I just had myself a coconut rum and some fruit punch.
Well, there you go.
I'm talking about Fuji's legit. I had that last night, bro.
Man, y'all drinking on a midweek?
Hell yeah.
Night?
Heck, wow. I'm off. I got 2 more work days, and I'm off for 2 weeks.
Well, there you go.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm in a house full of sick women. My wife is home with the flu.
You should be drinking more than everyone.
I know. I should be hammered right now. I should. You're not wrong. Well, John, I appreciate you calling in, man. I appreciate it and look forward to always talking to you when you call in, sir.
Hey, before I let y'all go, I got something really cool to show you real quick.
You're coming back to Patreon.
Hey, I'm already on Patreon.
Okay. My bad.
I've been on there for a while. Anyways,
you have been there a while.
Got an old school hog you probably have not seen in a while.
Let's see it.
Right to you guys.
Let's see it. Oh, yeah,
that's
nice.
fire.
That's it right there.
That's part of my man cave that I'm in.
There you go.
I'm in the process of building my man cave. I'm going to get there.
Yeah. Do your podcast and everything in there, and you're in the.
Oh, I'm building an office in it, bro. It's an office and a big old living room.
I thought you were turning it into like another like entertainment room / podcast room or whatever.
Well, we have an office, and part of it, I'm gonna have sliding glass doors. It's gonna be legit. I'll show you later.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna come down and you'll show it to me.
Do it.
I need to come down there.
Let's go. You like swimming? Let's go, man.
I'm not a big swimmer. Too fat.
Well, I got a tanning ledge. We can just sit on it and put our feet in it.
Look like a big old beached well. Is that guy is a fat well, and you're on? What's going on there?
Well, I got plenty of liquor, so there's that.
All right, John. I appreciate you calling in, brother.
All right, y'all too. Y'all have a good one.
Take it easy. All right. Well, that is gonna
ball knower.
He is a ball knower. John is.
I know, Kurt. I got to put my picks in, dude. I haven't been on Discord since the new cycle started.
Are you getting shamed for not
Kerper is trashing me right now.
Get him, Kerper. Yeah, that's right.
I literally haven't been on Discord since the new cycle started.
I know. You need to get in there. You're getting your ass kicked.
I'm sorry, guys.
You're getting your ass kicked in the rankings.
Everybody.
So speaking of our man Travis here working hard, direct service overhead, the garage door company, man, they got your back. Same day services, quality parts, affordable outcomes. Better than the best there in Central Arkansas, okay? 1,000+ 5-star reviews. Give them a call, 501-244-3667. In Central Arkansas, right? Same day services, Free estimates. They'll be there even if you get home late from work, 5, 6 o'clock. You're having problems with your damn door. Give our boy Travis a call, and they'll come help you
if
out.
Your garage door guy don't show up when you need him. Why does he have a company?
There you go. That's it.
I literally was texting somebody while we were on the show. Some guy randomly, and I don't even know who this number is, was like, hey, you still work at that garage door place? I was like, I still own that garage door place.
Yeah. Still own it. There's
I need a garage door opener installed. Bet. Call my office. I'm out.
There you go. If you want to meet a local celebrity in Central Arkansas, give Travis Ford a call. You are a celebrity. You've had people fly by while you're working and they're screaming at you. I mean, I was giving
some dude an estimate and somebody drove by. I can't remember who it was.
It was someone in our Discord.
It was a Discord member. Yeah. And they were like, yeah, yo, they're like, that was me. I was like, thanks, dude. That got real weird.
Listen, the only time when people drive by me and scream at me, they're like, bro, you're breaking the ground. You're a fat ass. Stop. Why don't you just get in one of those little scooters? What do you do? You're fat. I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. All right, everybody. We appreciate you. We'll see you post game against Houston. We will be back. I'll be back. We'll be here for the post game.
I will call in if we win.
You will call in?
I will call in.
You're going to be hammered.
Oh, yeah.
All right, everybody. We'll see you on Saturday. Hopefully, if I'm not sick, I hope I don't catch whatever's going on in this house.
Whiskey and hot sauce will solve all that shit.
And gargling salt water and
just whiskey and
Tamiflu. What's that stuff called? Tamiflu? Tamiflu?
Don't drink that. Tamiflu. No, not
Tamiflu.
Tampa 2. I need some Tampa 2.
I said Tampa flu. That could be like
Tamiflu.
Or Miami. That'd be Miami, wouldn't it? With the cocaine.
Yep.
All right, everybody. We'll see you on Saturday. You guys be good.